Now let's talk about mappings. Mappings are fixed variables within your CloudFormation template. They have to be hard-coded. They're very handy if you need to hard-code some values based on different environments you're in, so dev versus prod or regions, such as AWS regions or AMI types, etc. And as I said, all the values must be written out explicitly in your template. As an example, here is a mapping, and this is how you write it. So you have a mappings section, and then you have the name of the mapping, then you have a key, and underneath you have keys called name and values. So it's quite a low level type of architecture. And so to make it more concrete, we may have a region map to map regions to AMIs. And so we're saying, okay, you within US East 1, US West 1, or EU West 1, based on if you choose a 32-bit or 64-bit type of architecture, here is the AMI ID you should be using. So overall, this is just a hard coding saying, okay, based on where the template is being run, this is the AMI I want to use. So when we use mapping and parameters, well, mappings are great when you know in advance all the values that can be taken. So for example, AMI ID. And so you can deduce them from variables such as region, AZ, AWS account, environment, etc., whatever you can think of. To me, they allow safer control over the templates. But if you need the values to be really user specific and the user should input a value and you don't know in advance what it can be, then you should use the parameters. Now to access the mapping values, there's this function called fn find in map. And basically it returns a value from a specific key. And the shorthand syntax is this one. We use find in map with a little exclamation point, and we have to give the map name, then the top level key and the second level key. So 3 parameters right here. And so that's something you should know for the exam, just the syntax of it, okay? And so if we look at this little CloudFormation template, we can see we have our region map that we have defined from before. And so if we want to create an EC2 instance, and reference, get the right AMI ID, then we use the find in map function for the image ID. And so the first one is the map name. So we'll use region map because here it's called region map. The second is that we want a reference to the AWS region we're in. So we're going to use this pseudo parameter we just talked about and the ref function. So we reference the AWS region the CloudFormation template is running in. So for example, say we're running in US East 1, then we are in this block. And then we say 32 as the second level key. So we look at the 32 key and we get the value from it. We'll get this AMI 6411E20D. So this is the one that will be selected. So this is all you should know about mapping. Just remember the syntax for the find in map function and the fact that mappings have to be written out explicitly in your templates.